Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to the delayed stream yet again. Yes, it's delayed, unfortunately. Yes, I know. It was supposed to be in here a lot earlier. And I was actually I went out in the end as well because it's such a great, lovely weather at the moment. Really hot. It's been about time. Let's be honest. It's pretty damn hot. So I decided to get out a bit. So that's my excuse, really. I did want to go into all this, and I will talk about it. Of course, these transfer news and rumours. Some of you can say these are almost rumours, but I don't know. Some of them could be true. They could be true, and I thought I'd get into some of these. I might just go into the first one, which I wouldn't think, I never thought we would probably do. And by the way, hey John, hope you're good, bro. Apologies again, as I say, apologies everyone that I'm late. Obviously got out, as I say, yeah, very hot today. Had to get out. Got roasting out there, sweaty, hot. But yeah. Yeah, be up to you, bro. Hope you're good. Be up, Harry. Good evening, Steve. Very hot today. You're telling me, bro. You're telling me it is. And it's about time, isn't it? Let's be honest. We had some great weather. You know, it's been a long time coming. And it's here now. And but before I actually do go into this, I just want to quickly mention the England squad. Of course, that bloody Tommy Tickle named it early this morning. And no, we're not winning the World Cup with that squad. And that guy is a fraud, a German fraud. Not going to win anything. Keep picking the same shit. Well, it's pretty obvious what he was going to do, let's be honest. He's got his favourites as well, and it's the favourites job. Though I am surprised he got rid of Harry Maguire out of the squad. I mean, I'm not his greatest fan, but I don't think he's hardly let England down. So why drop him? That didn't make any sense, to be honest. I didn't get that, and I don't get that Pratt anyway. I think he's a yes man. Just another yes man that's come in. This happens to be German. There you go. You don't have to go out and pick players on form that are playing well and playing nearly every time, do you? You go out and pick players that hardly played any games, the likes of Stones and everything. Okay, one of our players are in it, Jordan Henderson. Yeah, so congrats to him. I'm happy for him. And one of our ex-players is in it, of course. Ivan Toney. Yeah. Scoring goals for fun in a Farmers League. Why not put him in? Yeah. Because as you know, I won't make any secret that I wanted some. Why don't we get the players that are on form? That's what. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I'm going to be honest, because I think we should be playing the ones that are doing well. The Hinchwoods, Welbeck, others, Brantwaite, others, Garner, Alex Scott, what's his name at Forest? How he wasn't picked, I don't know. Gibbs White, there we go. Why wasn't he picked as well? They're all doing it, and they're all been amazing. But this fucking idiot, German idiot, and there we go. He's a yes man, and he picks what he wants to pick, and fuck everyone else. It's been the same for a while. Let's be honest with these England managers. Do they really care what we think? And they don't seem to. They go with what they think, and a lot of the time that's shit, and it doesn't work out. And it's not going to work out this time either. We're not going to do anything in the World Cup. Absolutely shit. I think if anything, fucking Scotland will do better than us in that World Cup. Yeah, sorry, I might follow them in it, but I ain't going to really back it seriously because I just don't think we're going to get anywhere in it. And with this guy as manager, nah. Signed a new deal, another deal extension on that. I think he should just be binned. He's got to be binned. Kick him in the bin. He's got to. But there we go. It's not going to happen. I think eventually Eddie Howe will probably be manager, but yeah, for the time being, we've got to stick with this German idiot, dickhead. So anyway, let's move on. Had enough talking about that. Let's get into these transfer news, rumours, whatever. Could be, some of them could be true. Some of them are fabricated, as we all know. But anyway, let's get into, as I say, this first one that I was so shocked about, that we're going to spend this much money, which we don't generally do. But here we go. Let's put this up. Right. Yeah, I think this is the one. Let's just. Yeah, this is it. This would shock me if this happened, that we're going to pay this much money. So I'll just bring this up now. I'll be really, really surprised. Brentford to meet Coles, 50 million valuation. 50 million valuation. I think I'm frozen. Have I frozen? No, I haven't. I thought I had for a minute. No, I'm fine. Yeah, Brentford to meet Coles, 50 million. Well, that's 50 million euros. So actually, it's not quite 50 mil. I think it's 40 odd. But it's still a lot for us. And valuation for Syed Amala. Could this really happen? Are we going to go that big? We generally don't. So this makes me think, are we really going to be spending this much money? Yeah, we've got it. We have got the money. We sold big players. We sold Bramo. We sold Visser. Whatever you say about Visser, he's a lump of shit. I don't rate him, but we sold him for big money. Norgard as well. So yeah, come on. I mean, we have got the money, and we have got backing now. We got the backing as well from. I'm trying to think of his fucking name now. Well, we got obviously the new investors. We have got investment. Matthew Vaughan. So that's one, Matthew Vaughan, and he calls his wife. Claudia Schiffer. Lucky man, we're having her. But yeah, so one of our backers, at least investors. So we got the money there. We have got money. But I really would be shocked if we do pay this much, because we generally don't. We pay low, pay cheap, and then sell big, get the money back, big money. Brentford FC appear to have moved into pole position for one FC Cole starlet Syed Amala. According to Sport Build, the 19-year-old has hinted in the Cole dressing room that a club is willing to meet his 50 million euros asking price, with that club said to be Brentford. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? If we're going to spend that, I am amazed, but you never know. Almada is also said to have given his teammates clear indications that he will leave the club after 1 year, most likely in the direction of Brentford. Previously, Brighton looked like the most realistic destination. But the Premier League side were unwilling to pay more than €35 million plus bonuses, and therefore couldn't reach an agreement with Cole. Brentford's contract offer is said to be higher than Brighton's, further boosting the Bees as favourites to sign Almada. The 19-year-old market's value could rise further if he is included in Germany's squad for this summer's World Cup, as reported. There you go, Jordan. You should know about this guy then. Jordan should know. German. Will he be in the German World Cup team? And be up to you, Rich. Hope you're good, bro. Hope you're good, my friend. I see you have got some deals done, so you're joining us now in getting these deals done early. Obviously, for who was it now? Tonali and all that. Edison, I think you tied up. I think, haven't you? Yeah, be up, mate. Be up, bro. Hope you're good. Yeah, about to have a barbecue. Yeah, nice in this weather. Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's definitely good for it in this weather, man. But dropping a like here first. No, nice. Cheers, mate. That's good. That's good, my friend. Well done. Thank you. Brilliant. No, not Verts, Jordan. No way, man. We're not getting Verts from you. He's poor, man. Fuck him, mate. He's no good. He's shit. He ain't done nothing for you lot. And we certainly aren't after him. Saeed Almala. Hold on a minute. It's that very German-sounding guy, Saeed Almala. And here it is, more about it on Reddit, of course, as well. So obviously we're looking to obviously buy him. Yeah, surely you must have heard of this guy if he's going to be in the German team, Jordan, in the World Cup squad or team. Brentford offer 50 mil for Almada. Somebody saying here all comments, opinions about it. It is absolutely terrifying what kind of sums mid-level Premier League teams can spend. Well, true, and generally we don't spend it. We don't spend that amount, but maybe it looks like this time we will. Maybe we are thinking maybe we could possibly get into Europe. So let's go for the bigger players. Let's get the bigger squad. Get the squad bigger. Maybe we are at last thinking that way. We are acting like a Premier League team for a change. To be fair, they did sell Bramo and Vissa for big money. We did send them for big money, and we got a lot for them. But we've also got big investment, as I say. We have got investors in our team as well. So, we've invested money wisely. We kept it there. We're looking to spend big now, possibly by the looks of it. That's not really the problem. Other teams sell players for a lot of money too, often to the Premier League. The issue is only Premier League teams. Even those that have practically zero recent monetary achievements, such as Champions League football or cup wins, can actually take that money and buy players for it with one-to-one value or close to it. Under normal circumstances, clubs can't operate that way. The money of these kind of sales goes into wages, structure, and then maybe several different players and then have to keep some of it for the future. When we sold Verts, we couldn't just buy two 70 mil players for the money. That's just not how it realistically works anywhere outside of the Prem. It would be way too risky to put it all in one or two players, because it just, one of them then gets injured. Sucks. That could be disastrous for the club. Brentford buying a young, unproven player for 50 mil is insane, because if he flops, it should have a huge negative impact on the entire club. But it won't, and that's the scary part. Other Bundesliga fans are openly disliking us with the reasoning that we can take risks that other clubs often can't because of our backing. But this is on a whole other level. It's a different game altogether, since the cost of relegation from the Premier League to the Championship is so high in terms of lost TV revenue. The mid-table clubs can justify monstrous price tags when a bigger club wants their main star. In that, not having him could mean so much loss. And they know that the buying club has the money thanks to Champions League money and commercial revenue. So it's not like they can't pay it. And that's why clubs like Southampton breach the rules trying to stay competitive. The entire Championship is on a wage to revenue ratio of over 100,000. 100%, sorry. 100%, I meant there, sorry. Right. The problem is that the Premier League spreads the wealth through the whole division. It's that other leagues don't. I don't think it's just spreading the wealth, honestly. The league has just way more money. Even if league didn't spread it the way it does right now, English clubs would have more money still. There's nothing you can do about it. Premier League's revenue is just unmatched, undeservedly so. Apologies, guys, clearing my throat. Sorry about this. It would take time, but if Liverpool and City had managed a few years ago to do what Barcelona and Real did it in the Spanish league in terms of hoarding revenue, the Premier League would have started to descend too. Yeah, you could be right. They were at their peak, and with financial disparity, they'd be able to get the best players in the league. That don't play for them easily. While that is true for the Bundesliga, it's also true that the Premier League has simply more money to spread. But there's only more money to spread because they started it back in the 90s. There is exactly one Bundesliga club that can pay that amount for a player like this. Bayern would rather keep the rest of the Bundesliga poor by picking up players on a free transfer. I'm a Prem fan, and that was my first thought as well, laugh out loud. Always the funniest thing to me, people moaning about because smaller sides have earned and can now spend. I mean, I'm not more terrifying than what the top level clubs spend, is it? Not very well put there. Not well, obviously said. The comment, not bit of a mistake how he's done it. But anyway, no other German club besides Bayern have ever spent 50 mil on any player. And now we're in a world where the seventh biggest team in London can spend that on a young player. Wild times, wild time. Remember when West Ham won the Conference League, their market value and all other money stats were higher than all other teams in that league combined. EPL money has been crazy for too long. To be honest, if the EPL team doesn't win the Conference Europa, it's a massive upset at this point. The difference in squad quality is just unfair. Only Champions League is an even playing field, really. Right. Is there any more talking about Brentford? Yeah, this one. Seventh biggest or joint second best according to the table. Brentford are a very good team and sell extremely well. They're a sort of Dortmund model in a way. Same as Brighton, where they sell high after buying low. Exactly. That's what we do. They've sold Visser and Bramo for 55 and 71 million respectively just last season. The Premier League money is wild, of course, but Brentford spending 50 mil is missing a lot of context. Yeah, thanks. Well, I've heard this enough times. They're a bus stop in Hounslow, mate. Yeah, well, we're a bit more than that. Yeah, offering 50 mil for Almada is not really buying low though. Low. Also, yeah, if you're confident that you can resell him for 100 mil, it makes sense. But you can't realistically be confident about that. So you're taking a risk. And that kind of risk nobody outside of the Premier League can take. If everyone was so sure about Almada, this news wouldn't exist because much bigger clubs would have already bought him for that price already. Yeah, but I'm always led to believe we're very shrewd, and I think we generally are in who we buy. You know, Phil Giles always does a great job, I think, even though sometimes I question it. But I still think he can pick up shit ones. I mean, look at Sharda. He hasn't quite done it, has he? He's had the potential, and at times he's shown it and done it, but he hasn't moved on. He hasn't really taken it. Lit up the league enough for me. So I don't think that's probably one mistake in a way. Full crew, black bro. Full crew, bro. He isn't in the squad for the World Cup. It's not full crew, Jordan. Not fucking full crew, bro. It's Almada. Saeed Almada. Apparently he's in the German squad. And I've never really heard of this guy, but to all intents and purposes, if he's this great, yeah, we might be taking a slight risk, but generally it pays off for us. Whoever we brought in generally does a really good job. I mean, apart from Sharda, I would say. And one or two other, Rorsleff as well, don't forget what an absolute flop he was. So it's not all great ones. We don't always buy really great players. They're not all successful. So, yeah. So that's who we're going for. It's 50 mil. Yeah, Brentford spending 50 million is missing a lot of context. It really isn't. No. They've never played in Europe before, yet can offer fees and wages most clubs around the world couldn't even dream of. Clubs including legendary Champions League winners like Ajax or Marseille. And on top of your argument, there's also a massive difference in perception in 50 million euros. Yeah, 43 million on the island. So, yeah, 43. So that's what it is. See, that's exactly what I said. It's 40 odd. It's not 50, actually. That's 43. Because we're paying in pounds. This is euros. They keep going by euros, and it's not. For us, it's pounds. So, yeah. Yeah, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound as much. But still 40 odd, over 40 odd, we don't generally do it. We don't spend that. Take some incentives in there, and Brentford ends up paying 38 to 40 million early. And when all the incentives hit, they can sound for 80 million plus anyway. So I like that. I like that comment. That's true. I think that's the best comment I've read so far. It really is. He's certainly spot on there. Totally spot on. Yeah, paying that sum for Almada, who started in 20 games and played a total of 1,957 minutes in the league, is not buying low. As we found out last year, your position in the table doesn't define much. It's about club prestige. Brentford have little. True, but yeah. Brentford don't just splurge. They got that going for them. That this lad is going to sell for 100 mil in 2 years' time. They expect nothing more, nothing less. The issue is simply having more money to spend. Well, not sure how to solve that. But there are German clubs that could definitely do so, but just refuse to. Brentford sell extremely well too. Don't get me wrong, Prem TV money are ridiculous, but it's not all about that. A big factor is also the resale value within Premier League ecosphere. When Saïd comes to Brentford as electric as he has always been, he will be way better than Sharda. Yeah, and Brentford can sell him for 80 to 100 million to the top six with Premier League tax in a year or two. Yeah, the Premier League enables that by constantly buying to no-name players for high prices. They can be confident that even if Almada doesn't go crazy, they'll just be able to resell him for 60 million to another EPL club with infinite money. If a European club were to do that, the risk of him flopping and burning a hole in their pockets is way too big. If you buy a £50 million player and he flops, you are done so. Come to think of it, since Chelsea wind down their spending, I haven't seen those kind of insane price tags on teenagers anymore. I mean, most likely his next transfer, he will be age 20, 22. And he very well could have 20 GA in Brentford's fast-paced transition game. That's simply not true. Dortmund could easily spend 50 mil on Almada. If you look at their revenue and the transfer fees paid by clubs with similar economic standing, they just do not want to spend big transfer fees on single players. BVB has about 2.5 times the revenue of Brentford. Dropping 50 mil on a player would be roughly 8 to 10% of their revenue, less than Bayern paid for Lucas Hernandez, and about the same as Bayern paid for MDL and Kane in relation to their revenue of the prior season year. EPL and BUL clubs, I think financial statements are also mostly public. We don't even need to guess here. Brentford also need big sales to fund those transfers. It's literally their model. Hayden could actually, Hayden would actually argue 6. 50 million, damn, we are truly at a new age. Brentford, a club that was in England's 4th tier in 2009, are offering 50 million for a German teenager. Speaks volumes when you consider Dortmund and Leverkusen have never spent more than 35 million on a player. Yeah, I know this is mad. Anyway, so it may happen, guys. This may happen, and you never know. We could be buying him. It may just happen. Be up to, is it Dylan? Kev, be up to you. Hope you're good, bro. Hey, Mr. B, you'll be up to you, bro. Hope you're good. This is interesting. You know, we can get this guy out, Marla. Well, you know, and then, as they say, sell him for big money. Well, 50 mil is a lot. As I say, it's actually around sort of 43 million. So it's still not massive, but it's big for us. For us bees, we don't generally spend this much. So it'd be interesting to see. But I'm going to move on to the next one. And this one, let's go to this. And I'm also going to do a bit of, talking about the game on Sunday. I'm going to obviously talk about injuries or who's probably will be fit or whatever for the game. So I will do that after I talk about these transfers. Right. Yes, this is on Sport Witness. From Portugal, Brentford joined Brighton in race for 13 million euros Olympiacos defender. Well, that's more our price. That's more what we actually do generally spend. So 30 million euros, probably about, 8 million, 7 million maybe, pounds. So Brighton's move for Costinha is starting to gather momentum in Portugal. But fresh reports suggest Brentford are also keeping a close eye on the Olympiacos defender, as Premier League interest in the Portuguese right back grows. So it's another right back, isn't it? And so that may just tell everyone that Chiodi may be leaving, or we're trying to get back up for him. Really good backup for Michael Chiodi. It's possible. After British reports revealed Brighton were in talks to sign the 26-year-old, Portuguese newspaper A Bola has now confirmed the negotiations independently and added another English club to the picture. According to the Portuguese outlet, Brentford are attentive to Costinha's situation and monitoring developments around the player, even if Brighton still appear to be leading the race at this stage. Champions League exposure helping Costinha. Costinha's European campaign seems to have played a major role in attracting Premier League attention. The defender featured regularly for Olympiacos in the Champions League and even scored against Bayer Leverkusen during the competition. Portuguese reports also highlight that he has already amassed 74 appearances for Olympiacos since arriving from Rio Avenue in 2024, or Rio AVE. I'll take it as Avenue. That level of experience may explain why both Brentford and Brighton are comfortable targeting a player slightly older than their usual recruitment profile. Both sides could be preparing for European football themselves next season. and Costinha looks like a player viewed as ready for immediate involvement. Rio Ave, waiting for major windfall. One of the biggest winners from the deal could actually be Rio Ave. The Portuguese club sold Costinha to Olympiacos for €2.5 million, 2.1 million 2 years ago. But crucially, it retained 30% of a future sale. With the current negotiations reportedly hovering at around 30 million, actually it's 11 million. I went way too low. It's 11 million, in fact. Rio Ave stands to receive close to €4 million, 3.4 million, from the operation without needing to negotiate directly with Brentford or Brighton themselves. That deal has become a major talking point in Portugal, where the transfer is increasingly being viewed as another example of smaller Liga Portugal clubs profiting heavily from Premier League spending power. So that's that one. This could be another interesting one. This could happen. This may happen. We're obviously battling Brighton for this one. Could we get in the driving seat here? Could we take control of this and get him in? It's possible, I suppose. Hold on a minute, guys. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, John's saying, "Hey, Dylan, hope you're good. Dylan, Kev, you're good." And so this is one that this could possibly happen. It's not a massive amount. I mean, it looks like we are either looking for backup for Kitty or we've already got Hickey, of course. But in the event that maybe Coyote does go, we got another right back, I suppose, as well. There is that. So let's see what happens with this. It's possible this may happen, guys. It's possible. So we'll wait and see on this. But I'll move to the last one to talk about before I go into the team for Sunday. Let's go to this one. And this could be a big signing as well. I think we're talking a lot of money for this one also. Also, we could be spending big here. So Brighton battling Brentford to sign 51.9 million rated Bundesliga midfield boss dubbed Iron Man. So again, look, that's big money. 51.9 million. Well, are we going to spend that much again as well? Brighton and Brentford are going head to head in the race to sign. Well, again Brighton, always Brighton. I wonder why. Yeah, going head to head in the race to sign main star midfielder Kaishu Sano. Kaishu Sano. Team Talk understands with a big money switch to the Premier League on the cards for the talented defensive midfielder. Well, which is what we want as well. We really do want a really good defensive midfielder. So this could be a good one as well. It's a lot of money, though, to pay again. It is a hell of a lot. If we're going to get into a battle for him with Brighton, we're going to need to come up with some serious money. So, for sure. So anyway, I'll just read that in a minute, guys. Just a moment. I'm just checking something else. And then I'll get into reading this about him. Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm just going to have to. I've got to take a comfort break. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about this. I need to have a comfort break. Be back very soon. Won't be long, guys. Apologies, guys. Sorry about that. Again, obviously, have a comfort break. But I'm back anyway. So let's talk about this. And yeah, Brighton and Brentford. As I already said about this, Brighton and Brentford are going head to head in the race to sign main star defense midfielder Kaishu Sano. Team Talk understands with a big money switch to the Premier League on the cards for the talented defensive midfielder. The 25-year-old who joined the Bundesliga club from Kashmir Antlers in 2024 for just 2.5 million euros, 2.2 million, $2.9 million. I think that's dollars. Anyway, has transformed into one of the Bundesliga's most reliable performers, earning the nickname Iron Man for his tireless work rate and consistency. Sources say Sano, who has played 34 Bundesliga appearances has made 34 Bundesliga appearances this season, has intense interest in England, and we understand that Brighton and Brentford are leading the race. Sources state that Sarno's performances have dramatically increased his market value, with Mainz expecting between €50 million and €60 million, up to £51.9 million, $69.5 million. I think it's dollars. Yeah, it is dollars, I think. Anyway, for the player who's contracted until 2028. The club's current most expensive departure stands at just $25 million. So Sarno's departure would almost certainly break their current sale record. Mainz have already begun preparing for his potential departure by identifying replacements, underlining their pragmatic approach to cashing in on their most valuable asset. They do hope to sell for significant profit and are working with the player to facilitate his next step, with Brighton and Brentford ready to do battle for his signature. Brighton and Brentford in battle for Bundesliga midfield boss. Brighton are understood to view Sarno as an ideal fit for their technical, high-pressing midfield, aligning with the Seagull strategy of recruiting undervalued talents who can thrive in the Premier League. Brentford, meanwhile, have monitored him closely as they seek to bolster their engine room, with German sources suggesting he would rank highly on their list should they pursue a holding midfielder. Brentford scouts have been working hard across Germany, and there could be multiple talents coming from there over the next few windows. Broader Premier League interest has also surfaced, though specific clubs remain unconfirmed beyond the primary suitors. Early links to Bundesliga side Eintracht Frankfurt highlighted domestic appeal, but a move to England appears more probable given the financial incentives and competitive step up. For Sarno, Japan international with growing pedigree, the opportunity represents a chance to test himself in one of world football's most demanding leagues. His composure on the ball, defensive tenacity, and ability to cover ground make him a versatile option for mid-table sides seeking reliability. Mainz, while reluctant to lose their star, stand to make a substantial profit that could fund squad rebuilding. As the window nears, a bidding war is what Mainz hope for, though other Premier League inquiries may yet emerge. So yeah, this is another one interesting. It's going to be a lot of money, but by the sounds of it, he seems a hell of a player. I'm sure. Well, I have seen him play. I have seen him at times. I'm sure he played in the England friendly. I'm pretty sure he was there. If I remember rightly, I think he played. He looks a real good player, and obviously it's a lot of money, but it's somebody we may just need in that midfield. I think we need somebody tough, strong, keeps going for the whole 90 minutes, tough tackling, great midfield, defensive midfielder. So for me, I mean, we got to do this maybe. I mean, still 25, he's still youngish. It's not, obviously seems to go for a lot younger more recently, but 25, there's still plenty in this guy. So, yeah, well, can we do this? Can we go? Can we go and do this? 51.9 million. It's a lot, isn't it? But who knows? The Bees maybe can do it. Well, it seems like it, but again, as I say, these are maybe not all totally true, but you never know. I've been accused of clickbaiting before with clickbait, but for me, this does seem fairly true. I mean, look, that Yannick Schuster one, that happened. We got him in the end. So they're not all fake, these can happen. But, for 3 players, we may be potentially getting or trying to get. I love it. I love this. That we're stepping up. We are stepping up. We are starting to be a Premier team, a Premier club, act like one, and for me that's great. So we're obviously going to see this is just could rumble on a little bit, as will most of these. What does everyone think? Do we think we're going to get any of these? 1, 2, 3, or none, or just 1 or 2? What are we going to do? I think we could. This big money thing doesn't sound like us in a way, but I hope it is, because I'd like to say we're competing, being competitive. Battling other big teams that want to get these players. I mean, we continuously always seem to be fighting against Brighton. If it's not Brighton, it's Leeds. Who else have we been lately? We've been fighting with for players. I think sometimes Bournemouth as well. So that's probably the teams that are around and about us. I mean, Sunderland is another one we've sort of battled a little bit as well. So teams that are around us, I think even Everton. So if you're going to go to a really big team, well, that's it. If a big team's in for you, you're going to go there. But it's between us and Brighton, and you could say we're still biggish teams. We're not. Yeah, we are small as well. We've been, we're not one of the massive clubs in world football, but we are there, and we're fighting. We're in the Premier League. European football, it could happen. It's possible. I don't think it probably will, but you just never know. We could sneak into Europe. So there's a lot going for us in a way, and I hope that could sway this. But it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to spend for us. That is why I'm not totally sure these will happen. I mean, the lowest deal. I mean, obviously that. Not Almada, the other guy. Might happen with, which is the lower price, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'd be excited to see this if we, for Costinha, is the one that may happen more likely. But I am excited to see this, that we are going for big players, that big money and fighting off other clubs for them. It's about time we've done this. That we're in the Premier League, we're with the big boys. Let's act like the big boys. So, let's do it. But anyway, I'm going to move on and obviously want to talk about the game on Sunday, the big game, obviously, against Liverpool away. Just got to bring something up here, guys. Hold on a minute. Let's just see. Just bring it up soon. So I'm trying to get the. Yeah, here it is. It's obviously the injury list and the players available for Sunday. So let's go to that. Yeah, let's talk about this. Sunday's big game at Anfield. Liverpool versus Brentford team news. Andrews provides positive update ahead of final game. Head coach Keith Andrews provides a squad update ahead of Brentford's final Premier League game of the season against Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday, 4 p.m. kickoff. Live on Sky Sports, as they all are. Every game is. Head coach Keith Andrews has provided a squad update ahead of Brentford's final Premier League game of the season against Liverpool on Sunday. Depending on results elsewhere, the Bees could secure European football with a draw or victory at Anfield. The players are in a good place, Andrews began. We had the awards last night. I will talk about that more probably in the review of the season. I'm going to the players that got rewards, got awards, obviously last night, player awards. I will go into that more when I do the review of the season, I think, because I do obviously always do that review of our season. So I will go into that awards more there. We had the awards last night. It was nice to get together. We've had a good couple of weeks. The season is coming to a close. Injury-wise, it's the same as last week in terms of availability. The players are in a good place. Injury-wise, it's the same as last week, yeah. Fullback Rico Henry will not feature on Merseyside, while Fabio Carvalho and Anthony Malambo remain sidelined due to ACL injuries. Asked how he is likely to set up his side on Sunday, Andrews responded, "It's a little bit about our players and where they're at, physically, form and opposition. We're willing to be a little bit unpredictable with how we attack at times. On Sunday against Crystal Palace, we played Dango Ouattara, a little bit more narrow, closer to Igor Thiago. We didn't start Kevin Schade last weekend, so we wanted those two to come closer as a pair. We wanted to get Dams, Mikael Damsgaard and Matti Jensen a little bit closer on occasions. Matthias Jensen, a little bit closer on occasions. There's always a little bit of method in the madness, I suppose. Yeah, it's good that I think it's good to see he's sort of trying to adapt and trying to play something different, trying to do different things in a way. He's got to, let's see how he does. He's got to earn his new deal that he's got. So I just hope he can. I hope he does keep trying to evolve with it and adapt. Let's get to we're going to go into the preview more. Match preview. Just talk about this a little bit more. Match preview Liverpool versus Brentford, analysis, team news, match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know ahead of Brentford's Premier League game against Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. 4 p.m. kickoff, live on Sky Sports. The Bees remain in contention for a European place while Arne Slot's side's Champions League spot will be confirmed should they avoid defeat. Analysis, team news, match officials and more. Here's everything you need to know ahead of the game. Pre-match analysis, Steven Gile, playmaker stats, set-piece battle key. Brentford travel to Anfield for their end-of-season showdown on Sunday, looking to do the double over Liverpool for the first time in their history. The Bees only win at one of English club's most formidable fortresses came all the way back in 1937 when flying winger Bobby Reid bagged a hat-trick in a thrilling 4-3 victory for the Londoners. Fast forward nearly 90 years and Keith Andrews' side will be hell-bent on writing another famous chapter in Brentford's annals. Still in the hunt for either a Europa League or Europa Conference League spot, the Bees sit ninth in the Premier League table on 52 points. But only victory over Arne Slot's Reds will do will do if they are to qualify for Europe for the first time ever. Barring an unlikely goal difference swing involved Brighton. Andrews will look to sidestep the final day mathematical permutations and focus solely on winning. He already knows Brentford's class of 25-26 have what it takes after October's 3-2 victory over the reigning Premier League champions at the GTEC. But that's true. We did beat them 3-2. We know it's possible. Dango Ouattara, Kevin Schade and Igor Thiago were all on the score sheet that day. And Andrews will need his attacking unit to be their clinical best if Brentford are to claim 3 points on Merseyside. The West Londoners topped the Premier League for shooting accuracy this season, boasting a shot on target percentage of 36.8%, while no side has generated more XG per shot than Brentford's 0.17. That ruthless edge was evident in last year's win over Sunday's opponents at the GTEC. Despite having just 34% possession, Brentford fired off 17 shots, 8 of them on target. They generated more XG than Liverpool, who trailed throughout after Ouattara volleyed the hosts ahead early on. Ouattara's goal in the previous meeting, like his equaliser against Crystal Palace last week, stemmed from a Michael Chiodi long throw. And any discussion around Liverpool's strengths and weaknesses this season inevitably leads back to set pieces. Despite a raft of high-profile summer signings, Liverpool have endured a difficult title defence, with their shortcomings repeatedly stalling any momentum. Their set-piece record offers perhaps the clearest example. Although their overall goal output has fallen substantially, Slot's side still rank joint second in the Premier League for goals from corners, free kicks and throws this season. With Virgil van Dijk 6 goals and Dominic Szoboszlai 4 among the division's most dangerous dead ball operators. Despite scoring 18 goals from set-piece situations, excluding penalties, the Reds have a set-piece goal difference of -2, having conceded more goals in this regard than any other side in the Premier League. Such vulnerabilities are a far cry from their defensive resilience that underpins Slot's title-winning debut campaign. Only 5 teams in the entire top flight have conceded more goals than Liverpool this season, 52. Notably, the Reds have averaged more possession this season, 58%, than they did during the previous campaign, and they are likely to dominate the ball again on Sunday. Brentford's challenge will be to maximise the possession they do have. Continue generating high-quality chances, something the Bees have consistently excelled at and exploit the weaknesses that have plagued Slot's Liverpool throughout the campaign. If the Bees can do that and enjoy a slice of luck, history could be in the making. Scout report: Dan Long, Sky Sports, where Liverpool's title defence fell short. Liverpool rocketed to the top of the table after starting the defence of their second Premier League title with 5 straight wins, but it did not tell the full story. Champions always find a way to win, but the Reds rode their luck in those opening weeks. A 100-minute winner from teenager Rio Ngomara earned a 3-2 victory over Newcastle, for example, while a 95th minute Mohamed Salah penalty was all they managed to put past Burnley at Turf Moor. Then, while their collapse was surprising, it was not entirely unexpected. A 3-2 defeat to Brentford on 25th of October condemned Liverpool to a 4th Premier League defeat in succession for the first time in 11 years. But the slump did not end there. In fact, between the 2-1 defeat to Crystal Palace on 27th of September and the 3-3 draw with Leeds on 6th of December 27th September and the 3-3 draw in Leeds on 6th of December, Arne Slot's side picked up just 8 points from 10 games. That night, Ellen Road was memorable for more than just the result. After being an unused substitute for the second time in 3 games, Salah claimed there was no relationship between him and Slot and that he was being thrown under the bus. He did start the next game against Brighton, however, before jetting to AFCON with Egypt. The regular defeat stopped after that, but any hope of challenging Arsenal and Man City at the top was effectively gone. 4 defeats on 4 to start to 2026 made sure that. Since then, Liverpool have only been able to string together a run of 3 league wins on 2 occasions. A luxury for some teams, granted, but there were 4 runs of 3 last season and 3 runs of 4. There is simply no comparison. A largely miserable season was compounded on 24th of March when Salah announced he would be leaving in the summer. 11 months into the 2-year contract extension he signed the previous April. The 33-year-old will depart Anfield as the 3rd highest scorer in club history, with only Roger Hunt 285 and Ian Rush 346 ahead of him. Andy Robertson announced in early April that he too would be leaving after 9 seasons. And to make matters worse, a few days later, Hugo Ekitike ruptured his Achilles in a Champions League game against PSG. That meant he would miss not only the season's conclusion, but the World Cup too. Liverpool sit in 5th place, the final Champions League place, going into the final day, and need to avoid defeat to 100% confirm their return to Europe's premier competition for a 3rd season running and the 9th time in the last 10 seasons. That said, Man City's late equaliser against Bournemouth means that even if the Reds are defeated this weekend, the 6th place Cherries would have to overturn a 6-goal different swing. The game plan with Andy Jones, the Athletic. Andy Jones of the Athletic explains how Arne Slot's side are likely to approach Sunday's Brentford clash. Liverpool have switched up shapes a little bit this season, he told Brentford.com. That has been related to personnel, results and performances, and trying to change things and tweak things to try and find a solution to the problems they have had. It looks like it's back to a more settled 4-2-3-1, which is Arne Slot's go-to system and one he has used for most of the time when he has been in charge. Curtis Jones could potentially start right back where he has been playing recently. Liverpool have had well-documented issues at right back in terms of injuries to Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong, which has meant Slot has had to use a midfielder there, which gives it a different look because of the qualities that player might have. Jones is more of a progressive passer rather than a runner or ball carrier. In terms of personnel, there are not too many options for Slot. The squad at the start of the season was relatively slim and has been made slimmer by injuries, especially serious injuries that have kept people out for months, with Hugo Ekitike the most recent. There are fitness doubts about Alexander Isak. Will he be available? Salah and Florian Wirtz came back from injury and illness against Aston Villa. How far are they now another week on? So it will be more of a personnel question. But it will be a 4-2-3-1, building up from the back and trying to hurt Brentford that way. Liverpool have had problems this season building out from the back, but also with a lack of creativity and a lack of threat that has been personified in recent weeks because of the lack of attacking players they have had on the pitch. Last Premier League starting 11 versus Aston Villa for Liverpool here, 4-2-3-1. Mamardashvili, Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, Kirkies, Gravenberch, McAllister, Jones, Szoboszlai, and Gamora and Gakpo. Could be similar to that. Could be similar. I'm sure obviously Salah's going to get a go at some stage, whether he starts or not, I don't know, but he will definitely play. We know that. Yeah, it could still be tough. Team news, I've said all this pretty much. Yeah, match officials, England in charge at Anfield. England, yeah, Darren England. Yeah, again, another lump of shit ref. Assistant Scott Ledger and Akil Howson. Fourth official, Thomas Kirk. VAR, Tony Harrington. Again, not the best, but anyway, most of these refs are not great, let's be honest. James Dunlop. Big up, my friend. Haven't seen you for a while. In here. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're good. Hope you're all good. Evening, Steve. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I'm cool, mate. I'm cool. Yeah. Very hot in this weather, though. Bit roasting. My brain's fried, to be honest. Not been easy reading this today in this weather, to be honest. So yeah, but other than that, I'm all good. Yeah. Hope you're good, buddy. Hope you looking forward to the last games on Sunday. Your game, obviously. Is it? Oh, we call Spurs. You're playing, of course. Yeah. It is Spurs, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I hope you beat them, mate. I hope you send them down. That'd be amazing. That'd be fun. That'd be great. It'd be fantastic. You know. You can send Spurs down, mate. That'd be incredible. Yeah, the only thing is you could go above us. That'd be the only problem, and you'll get Europe instead of us. But then again, as I say, I'm not totally bothered because I'm not sure we're totally ready for it yet for Europe. So if you get it, it might be better for you. James again. Could be a weird atmosphere at Anfield. Salah and Robertson both departing, and then the fans turned on Slot. Well, yeah. Could be good for us, mate, in a way. I'm hoping we can get a good result, but a draw or win. It would be great to get a double over Liverpool. I mean, they've not had the best of seasons. They've been a mixed bag. They can be still very good, as we know. Great going forward some of the time, but their defence is weak. It's vulnerable. They can be got at. I'm hoping we can do that on Sunday. I really am, to be honest. But yeah. Anyway, getting back to this, and yeah, so Darren England will be the man in the middle for the final game of Brentford's Premier League campaign. The Doncaster-born referee has taken charge of 22 fixtures involving the Bees during his career, with 2 of those coming in 25-26. This season, England oversaw a 1-0 loss at home to Man City and an FA Cup fourth round victory against Macclesfield by the same scoreline. So yeah, bit mixed there with him in charge there, but yeah, again, he's not a great ref, but not many of them are, let's be honest. So we'll just see what happens with him, I suppose. Last meeting, as I say, Brentford 3, Liverpool 2. Would be excellent to see a repeat of that. Would be incredible if we can, but I don't think it will. But Premier League year 25th October 2025, so yeah, last year. Brentford's front three of Dango Ouattara, Kevin Schade and Igor Thiago all scored as the Bees defeated reigning Premier League champions Liverpool in October. Ouattara hooked a volley into the back of the net to open the scoring after a Michael Chiodi long throw had been flicked on by Christopher Ayer, with Sharda racing onto a Mikel Damsgaard through ball to double the lead late in the first half. Milos Kerkez pulled one back before the break, but Thiago restored the 2-goal advantage on the hour from the penalty spot after Watara was brought down by Virgil van Dijk. Mohamed Salah struck late on to set up a nervy ending, but the West Londoners saw out the remainder of the game to secure a memorable and deserved win. Yes, it was. I mean, I would like to see a repeat. I really would, but I'm not entirely sure it will be. I think I said, well, I did say the other day we'd lose 3-2 to Liverpool. I probably will stick with that and just hope it might flip. We might get a good result in the end, but I don't think so. I'm still saying 3-2 Liverpool. I just got a feeling they're going to win. I'll be shocked if we send Tottenham down. Our defence in recent weeks cannot defend for toffee. Yeah. Pardon the pun. Yeah, toffees can't defend for it. Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, you know, I think you can. Spurs are poor, mate. You know, you must beat them, surely. Overall, how do you feel about your season? Yeah, it's been all right. It's been fairly good, James. I mean, you know, no matter about the manager, how I feel with that, I'm not totally backing him because I still feel we haven't really achieved anything yet. So I'm not quite still behind him. If we get into Europe, maybe I'll feel differently because I know he's actually achieved something in his first season. And then we can say, oh, he's actually got us into Europe, whereas Frank didn't. We were close under Frank, very close. I still feel we played some better football under Frank most of the time than we have under Andrews. But there are flashes there this season where we played really well at times. And, you know, been as good as we were under Frank. I still think it's been quite good. I think it's been a decent season. I mean, who would have thought we'd be, you know, challenging for Europe? I mean, everyone thought we were goners. We were, again, relegation favourites, again, to go down. But yet again, we proved everyone wrong. We stung back, we stung people and proved them wrong yet again. And we're still in the Premier. And we're battling well. We're doing well. It's good. It's good to stick it up. Certain people that thought we were going down. Bournemouth. Sorry. So I got bad throat there. Sorry about that. Yeah. Certain fans saying yes. You're going to be relegated. And those certain team fans. We generally beat them. So you could say it's sour grapes or sour cherries, you could say even. Yeah, James, again, you've done better than many of us expected. Andrews has done a terrific job, but just how does he do next season? Recruitment will be crucial for guys. Yeah, exactly, mate. And yeah, I mean, as you know, we're already going about getting new players in. We've already brought one new player so far, Yannick Schuster. So we are looking to recruit already. We're trying to anticipate maybe a European campaign, possibly. So we're adding to the squad. We're doing things early. We're going, you know, trying to get in early to get these players. And it looks like we're doing it. I mean, we are serious. We seem to be serious, more serious than ever in the transfer market now. And as I've already said in this stream, we're after two players that are like nearly 50 odd mil or 40 odd mil. You know, we don't generally spend that much, the Bees. It's very rare that we'd ever seem to spend that. So, you know, I think we seem to be more serious this time, James. So it looks like, you know, we are going to take this next season seriously as well. And we will definitely see what Andrews is about in his second season as well. So you need at least a couple of forwards, yeah. You do not want to keep relying on Thiago all the time. Definitely not. And he hasn't done it, has he, recently? Let's be honest, he hasn't been scoring. So who else has done it? Okay, Ratara in the last game, but it's not exactly been great from all the rest of the players, not exactly contributed all the time. I still wish I'd like to see Damsgaard, Jensen and that score more goals. Other players, you know, through the team. Lewis Potter, Sharda has done it again at times, but as I say, flatters to deceive. I really want him gone. I don't think he's good enough. I think he's gone backwards again instead of going forwards, developing more. I don't think he wants to be at Brentford anyway. I think his heart's elsewhere, probably back in Germany. Looks like more likely Borussia will get him, possibly, or trying to get him. So, yeah, if anything, I think he could go, and I won't be sorry to see him go. But he's been good at times, and I know last season, I think it was last season when he got around 12 goals or something. Got into double figures, but unfortunately, he's just suddenly not gone as far as I thought he would go. And he may have to go, he may have to leave. And we will see. But obviously, you know, if we can get these players in, you know, I mean, I'm not saying we're going to get all these players because, well, it just ain't going to happen, is it? But, you know, as many as we can get. I mean, seriously, those 40 odd 50 mil players, well, if we are serious, well, we're going to spend it. You know, so we're battling teams like Brighton again, of course. And I'd love to get one over on them again. Because I do hate them really with their chairman, Tony Bloom. He's never seen eye to eye with, well, for a while with Matthew Benham over at various things, other sort of transfers and other things happening. You know, they don't like each other. So I won't lose any sleep if we do beat them to one of these players or two of these players even. I think that'd be great. So, as I say, and Brighton seems to go for the same players as us. It seems to be the same thing. But yeah, anyway, let's hope we do get extra players in. You know, but I'm looking forward to Sunday. Hopefully, I'd love to see see us beat Liverpool. You know, go there and spoil their party. You know, is it a party, a celebration, or whatever for Salah going and so forth, other players, Robertson, whatever. But getting back to what you said there, James, as well about the strikers. I mean, yes, I think we definitely do need extra strikers. I know we're looking seriously at one or two exactly for sure. I know one of them was Ponomarenko. You know, he's a striker. So let's see. Could be an interesting summer for us in the transfer window. But, you know, as I say, I'm going to do my review of the season. So watch out for that. Hopefully you can join in for that one, James. Come and watch that. Come into the live chat, or whatever, you know. And, you know, because I'll be talking about our season as a whole, how it's gone, you know, Andrews coming in, what we actually thought and would happen at the time and what we did think now, eventually, after this whole season, how he's done. Yeah, at least clubs like you, Brighton and Bournemouth, operate the right way. Not like other clubs just paying stupid money on dross. You guys scout properly. Yeah, we do. We do, mate. You're right. You're right, buddy. I mean, Phil Giles is top with that. He has got many successes, but yes, one or two failures too. I think Sharda now, he's possibly a failure in a way. I thought he was going to be better than he is. Rawseth, of course, as we know, was poor. Yeah, but more often than not, we do get successes, and it's good. It's good that we do. You think of all the ones we have brought in that times have been successful. Watkins, of course, and Visser, Bramo, Norgard. I mean, the list is endless. Ben Rama, Mopai. We go so far back with them, to be honest, that we brought in, and Tony, of course, is another one. There's so many I can go back to that have moved on and done well. And wrote Konza, for one, another one, Esri Konza. Now won a trophy with Aston Villa, Europa League. Tarkowski, could say Everton, but yes, James Tarkowski from the Bees to you. So yes, he's done well there. There's so many spread around of our ex-players that have been, we've had here, and they've now been successful elsewhere. Swift is another one. I think it was at Birmingham. I don't think he's there now, but he done well there and really good. I think David Button. I think it's David Button. Is he at Brighton or something? I've seen somebody recall him playing the other day. Yeah, I think that was, but no, when it's Bentley. Sorry, Bentley. One of our ex-ones as well, ex-players. So yeah, I mean, there's so many that we've had and have gone left and done well elsewhere. So yeah, that's going to carry on, I think. But I think I'm going to bounce very soon, guys. I mean, it's been going on here a long while now. I know I got on here late yet again, and I do apologise for that. I was meant to be on earlier, obviously earlier this afternoon was going to be around 4 or so. But of course I ended up going out. With the weather like it is, I had to get out, to be honest. To have this good weather. We waited a while, and it comes and then it generally goes quick and all that. So, but yeah, I thought I'd get out and enjoy it, and yeah. So what's other people's predictions for Sunday? I'm gonna, as I say, I'm gonna stick with the 3-2 Liverpool. I hate to say that, and I hate going against Brentford, but I just know it's going to be a lot of goals, and somehow, though, I think they're going to win, unfortunately. I really do hate saying it, but I've got a feeling that's what might happen. Liverpool win it 3-2. I'd love us to get a win there. I'd love us to do them, but I just got a feeling we won't. We are relying on goals from, certainly Thiago and that. So if he draws another blank, well, I don't know. Who else? Ouattara is going to score. Can Sharda turn up with a goal or two? I don't know. And anyone else pick up a goal or two? It would be good. But I've got a feeling we're just going to lose, miss out. Maybe I think looks like possibly miss out. I think we could possibly be 9th or 10th at least. But I'm happy to be wrong. I'd be great if I'm proved wrong. That'd be great. And say we're playing in Europe. So, 8th would be our highest position if we make 8th, if we can. Because at the moment we're equalled our best is 9th. So, it'd be interesting to see, guys. But anyway, I'm going to bounce, I think, because there's no more. Unless anyone wants to put in there, as I say, James, if you want to do a prediction for Sunday for R1, as I said, I'm going 3-2 Liverpool, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, I'll do one for your game, Everton and Spurs. Is it at Everton or is it at Spurs? I can't remember now. I think it's at Everton, isn't it? Hill Dickinson. Well, if it's certainly if it's there, I'm going 3-1 Everton. Yeah, I'm going 3-1 Everton. Because I just don't know who else will really get many goals for them. So I can't see him scoring more than one, really. And you've got some good players there. You've got some really good, strikers now. Beto, not Beto. Is it Beto? Yeah, he's doing well. Who's your other strikers that are going well? Scoring well. And other good players like Garner, of course, going well. And I think 2-1 Liverpool, and our game. Oh, it's at Spurs. Yeah. You think we'll lose? Yeah. Well, as I said, I think we will as well. I think we will as well. So yeah, I still think you could do it. I think you could do it at Tottenham. They're not great still. I mean, they've improved. They've got better under De Zerbi, slightly better, but I still don't think they're that good. I won't go 3-1. I'll go 2-1 Everton. I'm going 2-1 Everton at Spurs. So Njaya, yeah, he's doing well as well. Another good one for you, Njaya, is it? Inman and Njaya. So yeah, I think you're doing well. You've done well this season, and you could still end up in Europe. So be up to you, Kev. Hope you're good, buddy. Hope you're all good. Evening, mate. We'll go for a draw between Liverpool and Brentford. Oh, I fancy us to beat Chelsea. Whoa. Yeah, but you probably could, mate. You probably could. I mean, they're not that great, Chelsea, are they? I mean, they beat Spurs. They beat, of course, but Spurs are not great, are they? So, I think you could possibly do Chelsea. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll take that draw at Liverpool. I love that. I'd love to have a draw. I think I said if we didn't work to lose 3-2, I'd say a 2-2, possibly a 2-2. And maybe that could be enough. It could be enough a point, possibly. But yeah, yeah, I think you could win as well, Kev. I think you probably will beat Chelsea. Yeah, that'd be great. And what a great first season it's been for you guys as well, for Sunderland. So, brilliant first season. Be interesting to see what you do next season, really. Hey, Kev Flavin from Jordan there. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how you get on next season, Sunderland. Can you match what you've done this season or better? So no doubt you'll spend a bit as well, getting a few new players. I thought you spent wisely this season. Got some good players in, of course, Xhaka, Lafay and so forth, Brobby as well. Mr. Brobby, as I call him, up front. You know, a very good player. Oh, Brobby, you know, up front. And, you know, you got some other really good players there. So, you know, I think you've done really well. Obviously, Ballard's another good player, and some really good ones, I think. You've got some other really good talent there. So we'll see how you get on next season, though. But anyway, there's any more predictions or anything? Any more? Yeah, James again. With Pep going, I think all of our clubs have a big summer ahead. If any of our sides want to achieve anything next season, yeah, well, yeah, that is it. I mean, Pep's going to be going, so we'll see how City go on. Well, apparently they're going to get Maresca in, so I've heard. It will be Maresca taking his place, so see how well they do under him. Kev as well there again. Will you have lots of World Cup content coming up over the next few weeks, mate? I'll do a little bit, yeah. I probably will do a little bit, Kev. I might do some games, watch-alongs maybe, as well, possibly. I'm not totally happy with England. I'm so disappointed with them yet again. The squad, it's not the squad I would have picked, to be honest. And I'm a bit gutted with that. With Tommy Tickle, I think he's just a German yes man. Picks his favourites and not all the real players that are actually on form. It's gone for the same sort of stuff, same shit, you know. Although he has put our player in, Jordan Henderson, of course. So fairly happy with that. So congrats to him, of course, being in there again. Jordan Henderson and our ex-player Ivan Toney, of course. So congrats to him as well. Tomorrow, last preview of the season, bro. Yeah. But I've got to do reactions as well. Obviously, do reaction to it. So you're welcome to join me for that one, Jordan, when I do reaction to the game. You're welcome to join me there, bro, for that. Pardon me. And yeah, so yeah, that's it. And as I say, yes, I will do a fair bit of World Cup stuff. Be interesting, you know, do watch-alongs for a lot of the games, not just England. Well, as I say, I'm not that bothered about England. I will follow them a bit because, you know, it's been England, but I don't like the manager. I think he's a wanker. You know, German manager, what does he care about England? Let's be honest. They're going to win nothing. We're going to win nothing yet again. He said, judge me on the tournament, on what I do in the tournament. Well, we won't do a lot, so I am judging him already. I don't want him there. I think he should be binned. I really do. I'd rather have Eddie Howe or something. Have a proper English manager. Why not? But hey, what do I know? What does anyone care what I think? Because that's the way it's going, and nothing's going to happen for England again. You know, it's going to be still only won it in '66, and the women have won it more times than we have now, and the under-21s have won it more times than us lately. So, you know, says it all, really. But yeah, definitely should be good. You know, looking forward to the World Cup. it's always good to see that sort of tournament, big tournament. So yeah, it should be amazing. Should be awesome. I'm still not sure it should be in America, but there we go. It's going to be baking hot and so forth. But you know, it's obviously North America as well as in Mexico, I think, and Canada. So for them, it's good to have the World Cup with them as well, I guess. So that's good to see. Yeah, yeah. Let's hope it is a good one. I really do hope. You know, should see some good football and goals, a lot of goals. Should be good. And yeah, so any more predictions? If anyone wants to do predictions for most of the games, any of the other games, you're welcome to. You know, before I go, because I am going to go very soon. What do people think about relegation, the relegation fight? I mean, obviously, I think I'd rather have West Ham stay up and Spurs go down. I'd prefer that because you know, I mean, it's not much as I'm not, you know, a real rival of. We're not a real rival of Spurs, really, because we're not North London, but we're sort of West London and West End. So, but yeah, I think it'd be amazing. It'd be fantastic to see Spurs go down because you know all what they've spent and they think they're great. They still think they're an amazing team, and they struggled. I mean, yes, they won in Europe. They won Europa League, but they still might be going down. So, and what does everyone actually? Yeah, I will say another thing as well here. Should I? I was thinking of doing a poll. Should I do a poll, guys, before I go? I'm thinking about doing that thing about you know the championship playoff. What do people think about Southampton being kicked out? Obviously, Spygate. You know, we all know what happened there. They were caught spying. Should I do a poll about that? I'm thinking of doing that. Let's see if everyone's interested in doing that. Uh, so I just got to find the. Uh, it's all right, guys. I'm just trying to get to the thing where I've done that because I did all this the other day. I ended up doing a poll and not well. Nobody done it in the end. Nobody um, went in for it. So let's see. Might do one. Hold on. Yes. So yeah. Let's do one. Let's do a poll. Um, right. Yeah, can anyone see that poll there? I don't know if can I bring that up bigger, the poll? Yeah, I got a poll there. Was Southampton's punishment harsh, being booted from the Championship playoff final? So it's yes, no, or can't decide. So if you want to do that, guys, enter that poll. Before I go, I'm going to stay on here a bit longer. Yes, I've got that poll there. Anyone can see that, hopefully. Yes, down there in the bottom right corner. Was Southampton's punishment harsh, being booted from the Championship playoff final? Yes, no, or can't decide. So obviously type 1, 2, or 3 in chat. So yeah. I don't know if I want to try and bring this up bigger if I can. Can I do that? No, that's not it. No, that won't work. Hold on a minute. No, it won't bring it up. I'm trying to bring it up a lot bigger, but I don't think I can. Right. No, I can't. I don't know if I can bring this up bigger, but don't think I can anyway. So yeah, 1. Oh, James. 1. Sorry, I meant 2. Right, no, no worries, buddy. Yeah, let's just see. There's got to be a way of. Let's just go into that. Yes, at the moment it's obviously yes, 100%. There's only been one person that's voted, so and that's you, James. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. Is anything more? Anyone? Any more questions before I bounce? Oh, let's get this back to how it was. Hold on a minute. No, that's not right. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Is there anyone else going to vote? Whoever was responsible, whether it was the manager or whoever behind the scenes, should be sacked. I feel sorry for the Southampton fans and players. They did nothing wrong. Exactly. They didn't do anything wrong, and it's obviously that spying on the opposition, and it's obviously they felt they feared them. They were worried about the opposition, and I think, well, why should you be worried? You done really well. You've been amazing in the Championship, unbeaten through most of it. Haven't lost many games at all. So why should you be worried about the opposition and want to check up on them and this and that? I mean, it's stupid. And to be honest, I mean, you could say you could just let Hull go through. Because if they're both, why should there even be a playoff final? with this. Just let Hull get through. Or yeah. I mean, yeah, Middlesbrough. Yeah, you could say, well, they've had a lot of luck with this. You know, going. I mean, they were up there and they were doing well, but of course, you know, they lost in the end. They were losing games, and they lost in their playoff semi. So yeah, I would say probably let Hull go through. To be honest, I mean the problem is you get your punishment. You get what's coming to you if you're going to do this. So why even get do it and get caught doing it? Jordan Hyman, hey James bro, you only have to worry about yourselves. Don't worry what other teams are doing. Yeah, exactly, 100%. Hi Jordan, hope you're well, man. He's a Liverpool fan, James, so you got a bit of rivalry there, I'm afraid. It's the old Scouser rivalry, even though you're Scottish and he's Jamaican. So there you go. Yeah, not a good combination, isn't it? You've got a Liverpool Jamaican and a Scottish Everton supporter. So yeah. Yeah, I just wonder, does anyone know if there's any way I can get this up bigger, this poll? Because obviously I want to give obviously the result out. Can anyone see it well there? The poll down there. Can you see it properly? Just trying to get through this, how to do this on StreamYard. It's a bit confusing, some of this, unfortunately. There's got to be a way of bringing this up bigger. Hold on, let's see if I can see it fine. Yeah, oh, that's good. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, oh, brilliant. That's good. James, how do you think Scotland will do in the World Cup? Yeah, the Scotties, James. What do you think? James, no, I'm a Liverpool fan. Yeah, I just told him, mate. Yeah, just said about it. Oh, he knows. Oh, you talk about he knows. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he knows. He knows you're a Liverpool fan. Yeah. No worries, man. Cool. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what he thinks. James, how Scotland to get on. I think they might actually do quite well. I think they will this time. You have actually Scotland have got some good players there. Actually, some decent players. I mean, look at what Al McGinn's doing. He's had a fantastic season. McGinn, McTominay, quality as well. He's doing well. Tierney, Hickey. Who else really? I mean, you've got Gilmore. That young player, what's it at Bournemouth? Is he at Bournemouth? Yeah, he is, isn't he? Still there. I'm trying to think of his blooming name. Young winger. Fuck's his name. He's supposed to have a lot of potential and ability. Only short guy, young little guy. Oh God, James, you'll know James. You know what I mean? But yeah, not convinced with our squad, especially defensively. We got to beat. Is that Haiti in the first game? Yeah. Clark needs to start Shankland, yeah. He's supposed to be good, isn't he? Is he at Hearts, isn't he? Is he Hearts? Shankland? Was he Celtic? Well, because he's the only striker that can score goals. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Is he Celtic, James, or is he Hearts, though? Because I thought, you must have some Hearts players in there, haven't you? Have we got any of them? How well they've done this season. And Rangers, obviously, as well. Rangers players. As well as some players, as we know, from the Premier and other countries. I'm trying to think of that young guy that's the winger. I think he's yeah, he does. I thought he does. Plays for Hearts. Yeah, thought so. Oh, young guy on the right. Oh, shit, what's his name? Is he only 19 or something? 20, 19, I think. What I'm thinking of. Kev saying, I hope you do well and at least get out of your group. Good to see Scotland there. Gutted my lads, Ireland missed out. Yeah, it was a shame, Kev. Yeah, it was a shame. We haven't got all our host nations there. Wales, of course, missed out as well, unfortunately. Republic, Northern Ireland. Who else was it? Yeah, Republic of Ireland, of course. So, yeah, was a shame. But there we go. We still got England and Scotland representing us. So I was gutted for Ireland too, Kev, especially for Seamus Coleman. Yeah. He's leaving, isn't he, James? He's leaving, I think, at the end of the season. Seamus Coleman. Yeah, who's that young guy on the wing? The fuck's his name? I'm going to think. I'll think of it soon. I can't believe he's at Bournemouth. I think. Shit. Yeah, I'll think of it soon. No doubt. Let's see. The fuck's his name? That's it. Doak. Ben Doak. Ben Doak or Doak, whatever his name is. It Ben Doak? Yeah, he's a really good player as well. Definitely, James. He has been a great servant for both Ireland and Everton. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Ben Doak. Yeah, or Doak, whatever you call him. Yeah. He's actually now called Ben Gannon Doak for some reason, but he looks a real talent, doesn't he? On the wing, right wing. So yeah, I mean, you got some good players. I think you got a very good chance, Scotland, this time. Very good chance, and I'd like to see you get out of the group at least. That'd be good. If you get up, if you can get to the quarters, that'd be a fancy. I'm sure that'd be incredible for you lot. So, yeah. So getting back to the poll, was Southampton's punishment harsh? Being beaten from the Championship playoff final. 1 yes, 2 no, 3 can't decide. Yes, 100% so far. If anyone wants to vote, please do. Obviously, I'll be going very soon. Is it coming home for England, Mr. B? No. You never know in football. No, it's not, Kev. It's not happening, mate. No, man, it's not happening. Not with this idiot in charge. Bloody German yes man. No. He can do one. He can get in the bin for all I care. But the players he's picked, the same old, and not the players on form. It's the same old thing, isn't it? Like we always say, it's the same stuff, same thing happening. Groundhog Day. If we get through, I want France just to see John McGinn kick lumps out of Mbappe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will, mate. I'm sure he fucking will. But, yeah, it would be great if you get through. That would be amazing. Good to see Scotland do. Oh, yeah. Don't come. Oh, you remember all them Scottish ones you had? Songs. Just don't come home too soon. Oh, God, my singing's bad. Sorry, guys. But was it Denimitri, wasn't it? And I remember you having that parade. Was it back in, was it late 70s, early 80s or something? Was it a 78 World Cup or something or other when you had that victory parade before you'd even kicked a ball, before you'd even done anything? In the tournament, you'd already had a victory parade. You were so confident you was going to do really well and get so far. And I think you went out in the group stage again. Didn't even get out of the group. So, you know, you've had some shockers in the past, Scotland, but, you know, it'd be good to see if you do well this time. It will, you know, really will be great. So, will be great. I hope you have a really good World Cup song. I mean, as I say, I think, yes, the Denimitri one was good. I remember that one. Really good song. Just don't come home too soon. Generally, you do. Yeah. Was that old one, the other original one, Summit Army? Was it Summit Army? Was it? I think way back in the 80s, early 80s or something. You'll know, James. You'll know it. But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, we've had some crackers as well, World Cup theme. So, obviously, World in Motion is the best one I think we've had. Well, obviously, Three Lions is coming home. It's coming home. So that yeah, will it don't know. You know, Badil and Skinner and Vindaloo. Well, Vindaloo, what a great song. Yeah, we've had some. What's the one? Obviously, I weren't around at the time, but it's the 70s and I think it was the 1970 World Cup song. That was brilliant. I loved it. Can't even think of the name at the moment, but it was a great song. Yeah, so I think World in Motion is one of our best ones, as well as it's coming home, you know, 3 lines on the shirt, that one. Yeah, there's been some really good World Cup songs. What's everyone else's favourites? Anyone got a favourite World Cup song that they actually love over the years that, you know, has been great? Anyone in the live? You want to put that in? Because I know I've gone over 2 hours now, so I thought, why not? It's been a really good one. I felt like going on a bit longer. I mean, I started late on here, so why not? Anyone still wants to vote for the, the poll I'm doing now? Was Southampton's punishment harsh? Being booted from the Championship playoff final, 1 yes, 2 no. 3 can't decide so far, 100%, with just one vote of yes. So, anyone want to put anything else in before I go? It'd be interesting to know people's, favourite World Cup song. Back Home, that's the one I was thinking of, Back Home. I think that was 1971. I'm sure it was, or something. Yeah, it was 1970, the Back Home. Obviously, I wasn't born then, but I always remember hearing it growing up. When they always have the, favourite World Cup songs and whatever else. I used to get them a lot, actually. I used to get the World Cup albums that had all the songs on and CDs. Back Home there. Yeah, back home, they'll be thinking about us when we are miles away. Back home, shit, I better not carry on singing. Put people off, so I better stop, guys. But anyway, that was a great song, and there's been plenty of them. So if anyone does want to put them in, their favourite songs or whatever, and the vote, the poll. James again. Arteta finally got it over the line for Arsenal. Yeah, it's true. Good to see that he's proved some of us wrong, but can he sustain any success? I'm not so sure, James, to be honest. I'm not so sure. I still think he's a fraud. I'm still not sure. I mean, it's not my team, Arsenal, anyway, but it's great to see him win it rather than probably Man City because, somebody different and it's a London team. So I suppose that's, was disappointed with Man City this season, to be honest. Not at their very best. And obviously Pep's going. So, I think it made it easier for Arsenal in the end. But they still ended up with 2 trophies, City, don't forget. They won the FA Cup and they won the Carabao Cup. So Pep's bowing out. He's bowing out with 2 trophies. So I think there was something I seen the other day to talk about him going to maybe Liverpool. If Slot goes, if they get rid of Slot, because there's still talk about that with Arne Slot. They may just get rid of him. When the season's finished, they might get rid of him. And, talk about they may bring Pep in. Well, that would be interesting, but I can't see it happening, but you never know, really. But what do people think about that? Do you think Pep could go to Liverpool? I'm in my late 20s. Oh, yeah, you're quite young, aren't you? And I've got fond memories of the 2010 World Cup in Africa. The atmosphere the African fans created was nothing but magical. Yeah. That was the Vuvuzela, wasn't it? Was that the Vuvuzela once? I think it was. I remember that craze of the Vuvuzelas, going around the stadium, around the stadium and that. Yeah. I remember people having that. Some people having them. around where I lived and that. They were going, coming out with their, doing that or out the windows or whatever. Pep for the England job. Well, yeah, that would be incredible, wouldn't it? I don't think he'd be a yes man either. So that'd buck the trend, and that'd probably be the reason they might not get him because he's not a yes man. He's his own man. I mean, there was talk about Mourinho at one stage for England. So imagine that. I mean, Mourinho wouldn't have bowed down to him either. So, yeah, it would be great to see Pep as England manager. It really would. Yeah, yeah. Anyone else going to do the poll? Wants to vote on the poll? Do it fairly soon. Let's go and look at that again and see how it's going with Southampton. Southampton's punishment, harsh, being beaten from the Championship playoff final. Yes, one yes. They also got points deduction by the way. I think it's a 4 points deduction as well for next season. Yeah, so one yes, two no, three can't decide, and I say yes 100% so far with one vote. I'll try and ring Pep's agent for either the Everton job or the Scotland job in the future. Well, you do well to get him, mate. I tell you, get him at Everton or Scotland. Fucking hell. I know he's a miracle worker. He done well with City, and amazingly with City. But Scotland, well, that's a different matter, mate. And and even Everton, buddy. So no, but I think why do you want Pep when you got Moyes anyway? Moyes has been amazing for you. He's been fantastic again, hasn't he, Moyes? So who needs Pep when you got Moyes there? Moyes there. Oh, Moyes there as your manager. Moyes there. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you don't need Pep at all, James. But yeah, as I say, anyone's got anything more they want to put, anything, as I say, want to do the poll. Yeah, Moyes is the man for now. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. And if he gets you into Europe, well, you ain't going to moan, are you? If he gets you to Europe, I think you'll have to add to your squad, maybe, if you do that. Yeah, so what have you thought, actually, of your season, James, for Everton? What have you thought of your season? Happy? I'm sure you must be happy to be getting, nearly getting Europe. But not struggling, not fighting down the bottom for a change near relegation, eh? You've been comfortable this season, comfortably away from it. Yeah, so I just got a ticker on there, guys, just to remind people, on me, remind people to obviously sub to me. Yeah, follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182. I'm also on Discord, Steve the B, and subscribe to Mr. B, Hive a Football Chat. Come on, guys, I'm still on 237. You know, get me to that 250. That next milestone, I'm still a little way off that, and keep that going up to 300. That'd be great. Yeah, more relaxed that we've been struggling. We've not been struggling all season. Just a bit annoyed that our recent form has cost Europe. Well, I'm not sure it has. You're still there. Some of our fans want a change of manager. No, you're still there, James. You still got a chance. You still got a chance of Europe. So I don't think it has cost you yet, is it? I don't know. What are you on now? Is it 49? Is it 49 or 50? Are you on? Can't remember your points at the moment. I think it's 49, isn't it? Yeah, so if you did win, I think you still got a chance, but depends on everyone else, the other teams, obviously. Moyes are still back, but he needs to be a bit more bolder. In general, we've done okay, but could be better. Could have been better. Yeah, exactly. But you know, I think you've had a pretty good season, mate. I really do. And you're in the top 10. You know, you're in with a chance of Europe still. So why not? So it's been really good, I think. I think you've had a great season. Yeah, when you think about it before, when you've been in the shit down near relegation, and you know it's good to be away from that. Same for us, you know, we're certainly not in relegation trouble, and I knew we wouldn't be anyway. But we're comfortably off. We're comfortably in the Premier for another season. So looking forward to it. Whether we have Europe or not. So yeah, actually, we'll just have a look at the table just quickly. What do people think about? What do you guys think about Maguire being not making the England squad? Because to be honest, what did he ever do wrong for England? He ain't done anything wrong, and he played for England mainly a lot lately as well, and done pretty well. And I can't fathom that one. How and I'm not his biggest fan, Harry Maguire, but I think he's still been great for England. He hasn't done a lot wrong for England, let's be honest. So, what do people think? What do you guys think of that about Harry Maguire being dropped from England on the England squad? All right, let's just bring this up. I'm gonna have to move this. Hold on. There we go. Right. Righty. Yeah, so that's the table. And yes, actually, yeah, you got 49 there. Everton. Yeah, 50. Yeah, you can still do it, can't you? I don't know. I don't know, maybe not. Thing is, I think, well, if Chelsea win, Brighton win, we win, or get a point, you can't probably do it. So it's going to depend on a few things, I think. So yeah, Yeah, I'm not sure. You probably, as you say, you might not get it. You might not get it now, James. Um, yeah, some of the England players missed out. I'm not surprised. Maguire, though, I'm a bit shocked. He's really had a bad game for England. Yeah, I know. That's true. He hasn't let us down, let's be honest. So, um, strange one, really, to be honest. But yeah, that's Tommy Tickle. What about all the ones that, as I say, were on fire, were, on form? Gibbs White, um, Alex Scott, James Garner, Danny Welbeck, Hinchelwood. Any more anyone can name that really on form, really buzzing, really doing well this season? Again, ignored. Why? Well, because he's a yes man. He's a German yes man. He's there for his money, and that's all that matters. He don't give a shit about us, about England. He just wants to get his money. And he don't care how we do, how we get on. He don't give a shit. So yeah, that's my opinion, and that's what I'm going to stick with. And I'm sorry, I just don't like the guy. I don't want him here. He's gonna fuck it up. He's German. He don't give a shit. Um, we're not going to win anything. Right. Let's put that back up here. Put it up there. Right. Do you think Tony is right to be called up? Not so sure. Yes, we can say how great he was for us at times. I think he was amazing for the Bees. Okay, all that gambling shit and whatever and other things, but slagging Brentford off, we can say that as well. How bad it is, the area and so forth, and dull and whatever around there. I said at the time you're playing for the team, you're getting paid to play for us. Where you are, you don't come out and say that sort of shit. In public, on platforms and social media. You don't come out and say all that. No, it's not good. I still don't think much of him for that as a person, as a man. I did rate him for quite a while here. I think he was amazing till maybe the last season when he was out for a long time. I think the punishment was harsh on him, to be quite honest. As much as what he done bad, he still was really, they wanted to make an example of someone, and it was Ivan Toney because he plays for Brentford. Other big players. Okay, Tonali. He was done. He was punished. I suppose you can say he was rightly punished as well. What he done. But yeah, I mean, because Tony plays for a small club like us, he was wrongly punished badly. So that I didn't like. I hated. I was gutted for him then. I felt sorry for him then. But he didn't play well in that final season when he left us. He was poor, and he promised to come back and score all the goals and do well for us. Get us into the top 10 or whatever. And I think he scored, what was it, 7, 8, something like that. It wasn't a lot in the end. So yeah, but for England, yeah, he's scoring goals in the Mickey Mouse League, a Farmers League. He's scoring a lot of goals, so go figure, really. Nah. I would have rather had Danny Welbeck or something that's scoring a lot of goals at Brighton. But no. No, let's not go with the players that are on form. Let's not do that again. Yet again. Same old, I'm afraid. But there we go. There we go. Anything more, guys? Because I'm going to go. I'm going to bounce, I think, very soon. And let's go back to the poll quickly as well. And it's only been that one vote, but was Southampton's punishment harsh, being beaten from the Championship playoff final? 1 yes, and 1 vote for that, 100%. 2 no, none for that, and 3 can't decide, nothing for that. So it looks like the final result is, well, I think we all can say it's 100%. Although they proved to be wrong, they admitted to what they've done wrong. You can say they probably deserve it in a way, but a lot of people saying it's harsh, and it could have been worse, actually. It could have got a lot worse. It could have had a massive points reduction, massive fine. They could have, almost been booted out of the league, you could say. So I think in a way they got away with it. They got away with it, and a lot more than they should have done. So yes, so that poll was saying yes, that was harsh anyway. So that's the result. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so yes, 100%. It was harsh. Right, so right. As I say once more, follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182. Also on Discord, Steve the B on there. Also subscribe to Mr. B, Hive Football Chat. Smash those likes, keep subbing, guys. It's much, much appreciated. I always do appreciate it. All your support is brilliant. Much love and thanks for all that. And also, I hope people have liked my new intro, my new logo as well. The logo is different now. It needed changing up. I had all that other one for so long. I needed to change things around. And I've done pretty much all that myself. I've had nobody helping me at all with any of it. So, so thanks, guys. It's I hope you have enjoyed. I've got new intro, new outro, and everything, graphics. So let me know if you have liked, you do like it all, what you think of it. Let me know. But you, James, cheers, Steve. Take care. Let's see how Sunday unfolds. Yes, definitely, bro. Definitely, buddy. Yeah, and we will. And John, tomorrow, bro. Yeah, cheers, bro. Will be tomorrow. Should be good. The preview. Looking forward to it. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to bounce and I'll do the outro, and I'm going to get myself out of here and enjoy some food and TV and so forth. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching live on playback. Hope you've enjoyed it. Until the next one, which will probably be obviously, I'm doing one on Jordan's tomorrow, but reaction on mine will be probably Sunday or Monday. The reaction to the game. Anyway, guys, plenty more to come as well. But for the time being, guys, I'm going to bounce. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. I'm out of here. Cheers, guys. Thanks.